Japan Dyno, the best of Japan to you.
Howdy, this is Andy of Japan Dyno, and I have for you an HKS super sequential blow-off valve removed from an S15 Sylvier here in Japan, a Spec R turbo Sylvier, and in great condition. This is the same flange used on the S14, S15. This is the vehicle-specific flange here. The HKS Super Sound blow-off valve, a diaphragm-type blow-off valve, and a universal blow-off valve with an adjustable spring in back here. So if the flange can be modified for any other vehicle, it will work equally well. This same flange also used on the Evo vehicles or the Mitsubishi Evolution vehicles and the S14, S15, as well as a bunch of other different vehicles. But this particular valve removed from an S15 SR20det engine. We'll run through some further shots. The other side of the valve here, you can see in good condition, although there is a scrape or rub mark on the top here. You might be able to note there a rub mark, but in good condition. Of course, this does not affect the function of it. A little bit of corrosion and things on the outside of the valve, but 100% working order and a good tidy example. The diaphragm type blow-off valve, there's a diaphragm in this area here which moves sequentially against the resistance of a spring in this area here, this being the spring housing. The inner manifold vacuum pulls on the diaphragm while the boost pressure pushes on the diaphragm. When the combination of inner manifold vacuum and boost pressure is enough to overcome the spring, there will be a flutter and a movement in the diaphragm which pulls on a small piston which runs to the front of the valve here and then releases that the boost pressure in little sequential bursts, hence the name sequential blow-off valve sound. So the trumpet of the valve here, where the sound emanates from. Back here, the spring housing, diaphragm, the little nipple here that goes to the inner manifold, and the vehicle-specific flange. Of course, if the flange is adapted, it will suit any turbo vehicle. And going on to some further shots, back here we see the spring housing area, diaphragm housed in this little area here. The spring tension can be adjusted by winding in and out the bolt here and then locking in place with a locking nut. So an adjustable universal type blow-off valve that can be used with any turbo vehicle. And the side of the valve here, okay, you can see that rub mark there again where it is rubbed against something, but good tidy condition, made from billet aluminum. And the front of the valve there with the distinctive purple color of the HKS Super Sequential. And from the front there, we can see the little window through to the pink or purple colored little valve. This is the valve that moves back and forth sequentially, pulled on by the diaphragm there, and allows the boost to squeeze around the edge here, creating that very distinctive HKS Super Sequential blow-off valve flutter. So the Japanese HKS Super Sequential blow-off valve, made in Japan, from Japan. Thank you.
In order to serve you better, we have our website at www.japandyno.com, as well as our blog, the Japan Dyno Daily Fix, where we feature items of special interest. Look forward to seeing you there.